Here we have it guys, the Torus 270. I'm thrilled to have been asked by Mission to test this product and see what I thought of it, and to bring you one of the first reviews of this exciting product. As always, I want to be clear and honest about the product, and that's all they've asked me to do. So here it is folks, the true review on this new lighting system by Mission. Strap in and let's go. The Torus 270 is Mission's new lighting system, which is undeniably utilising the strengths of market leader Target's Corona lighting system. Let's talk through the simple assembly. Step 1. Line up the cardboard guide for bracket placement. Step 2. Push the clamps on those positions at the edge of your dartboard. Step 3. Using the provided Allen keys, screw in the legs to the light ring. This was a little tricky, and in the end I realised I just need a little bit more confidence to push those screws in. Step 4. Push legs into the brackets. Step 5. Plug in power and turn on. Simples. There you have it. It's super easy to put up and take down, and looks great. It would be ridiculous to not compare this to the Corona light system. It's quite similar, but there is also a glaringly obvious difference: the large missing segment of the ring at the bottom of the board. This, through my week's testing, has two very significant benefits over its rival, the Corona. Number 1, and perhaps most importantly, Mission has identified the frustrations of many Corona users of hitting or catching the lower segment of the Corona light when retrieving their darts. With this gone, you have free rein to retrieve your darts with no obstruction. I've not caught myself once on this light, which I thought I may have if I exited off from the side of the board, but no, the clearance is actually really good. The second benefit is actually something I noticed when entering the room. It's less invasive, it just feels less clumsy than the Corona, and the slim aluminium is an upgrade from the dense plastic of the Corona light system. I had a Vision light before by Target, which was before the Corona, and that was also aluminium, and I liked the build quality, but the system was awful as it was fixed to the rear of the board and was really heavy. This is not heavy. It's almost exactly the same as the Corona in terms of how it feels to put up and put down, and its easy usability is exactly the same as the Corona for this purpose. You can put it up, put it away, but then again, is it? I then bring your attention to the fixings. So previously, when I've caught myself on the Corona, I've tugged it off easily from the wall, as the magnets are good enough to hold it up, but are not as strong and secure as these new bracket fixings. Another bonus is that these brackets can open and close to adjust to any board, so the system does not require a metal rim to attach the magnets to. Result. Let's get into the quality of the lighting. Now Mission's light is tilted, as you can see here, 25 degrees more towards the board, so that there's more light hitting the board and out of the eyes of the players. Now you can see with the Corona there's a faint lip of the light that sometimes escapes and can be distracting, which has been improved on the Torus and perhaps makes up for that lost lower segment by giving even more light access to the board with those extra 25 degrees. The light quality, as you can see when we compare it to the Corona, is a much harder white compared to the softer Corona. This will be personal preference for the user, and admittedly my Corona is a bit older, so it may have faded from new. However, I'm not aware of any fade, and both lights do a superb job of lighting the board and producing no distracting shadows for the players. Now, some of you may be thinking, I never hit myself on the Corona. However, when visiting venues and watching tournaments and watching youth players approach the board for retrieval, you clearly see the problem. They have to approach from below and often have to directly stretch to the dart, sometimes under the Corona light, and thus making this much more user-friendly for youth players, which is a nice consideration and design feature. Now you can see the Torus on the left and the Corona on the right. Both of these lights are great products, and you can use the dimmer sold at DartsCorner to reduce the intensity of the light if you require it. Now don't get me wrong, I'm not against the Corona. In fact, I think it was the best light on the market. But that's my final stance. It was the best light on the market. This is just a little better. Now, you can see here, aside from the missing segment that the Corona has, it also has 4 legs. They're a bit thicker and plastic, and you can also see some of the indents from some of the stray darts. With stray darts hitting the Torus, you get a bit more of a clang than you would with the Corona, but it glances off and didn't even actually scratch it this time, although it may do if I hit it a little harder, but at least it wouldn't have holes showing, which I can't do much about with the Corona. Finally, you can see that without the surround, the attachment of the Corona is a little bit flimsy compared to the super secure feel of the Torus, which I think would probably hold until the board was actually pulled out from the central pin on the wall. So it really is super secure and a much better connection to the board than the magnets of the Corona, which won't work on all boards. I even like the sandblasted finish to make this feel like a quality bit of kit, with minimal branding and sleek edges, making this light less invasive, more consumer friendly, and quite simply my new favourite light on the market. Is it perfect? Well, no. What don't I like? I don't like the fiddly screws. They could have been a little bit more user friendly, but fortunately you only need to deal with that once. I'm also a bit disappointed it didn't come with the Torus multicoloured light strip which they sell, which could have made it really jazzy, although I know that it's not going to be a big pull for most players who just want the functionality of the light to see the board clearly and get those reduced shadows. Secondly, I've just placed the brackets up next to my Nexus board. Now, I think they could open up to accommodate the Nexus, but more likely it may not fit as well. The soft tip boards are also a bit wider, but maybe someone will try in the next few weeks and let me know if it sits in the Nexus board and maybe the Grand board. At least it didn't need to be metal to attach to, which was a huge flaw in the Nexus. Why didn't they make the Corona light like consumer friendly? Anyway, moving on. Finally, if they had provided the dimmer, that would have been great, though the Corona didn't come with a dimmer either, so you can always add it to your basket at checkout from DartsCorner if you want to soften or dim the light. So there aren't really many things I don't like about the light, more suggestions to improve it. Maybe we'll see a Gen 2 down the line with the consumer feedback. Who knows? What I do know is Mission seem to be listening to their customers and trying to provide them with innovative products at a fair price. My hope is that Mission producing quality, innovation and at that fair price point makes the other brands look around and really have to compete more seriously, which is good for the consumer, which is us. So to summarise, the Corona light is by no means a bad light. If you have one and love it, I completely understand and won't argue with you. It's a great light and solves the primary issue of lighting up your board with no shadows. However, if you're in the market for a new light or encounter the issues I've mentioned, then perhaps making the switch to the Torus is the smart choice. It's cheaper, stronger, better materials, more user-friendly, and will work on more steel tip boards than the Corona light that requires a steel, magnetic rim or attachment method. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please like, share and subscribe if you're new to the channel and want to see more from me. The light is available now at DartsCorner. Head over there and remember, love darts.